In today's video, I'm going to be going over 3 highly effective methods to get reviews for your audiobooks on Audible ACX. What is going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Dane, and on this channel I talk all about self-publishing books on Amazon, on entrepreneurship, and just lifestyle in general. So if that kind of thing interests you, make sure you subscribe, drop a like on the video, and hit the notification bell so you know when I post new videos. In today's video, I'll be going over 3 of the main methods that I use, and honestly, they're probably the most highly effective methods, in my opinion, for people to use to get audiobook reviews for their audiobooks on Audible ACX, okay? Usually people are talking about KDP, they don't really talk about Audible reviews, so I want to make a video about this because I know it can be difficult to get those codes redeemed in order to get reviews for your books on Audible, okay? Whether you're using codes or not, these methods should work for you, okay? So, I'll be talking about this on my computer here, the top 3 methods. There's tons of other ways to get reviews for audiobooks, but these are the 3 that I've personally used over and over and over again that have yielded the best results for me. So without further ado, let's jump on my computer. I'll show you what these methods are and how to go about using them. So method number 1, I couldn't leave it out. I had to put an email list, but I also want to talk about Facebook groups, which is something you probably haven't done before. If you have, that's great, but most people haven't even ventured into Facebook groups when it comes to getting reviews for their books, especially their audiobooks, okay? So first thing I'll talk about is the email list, but this is pretty obvious. If you have a following already, you should definitely be using your email list, or if it's a following on Instagram, Twitter, whatever you have, whatever social media you're using, if you have that following, definitely utilize it and monetize it and promote to them. You have a new book. You have free codes to give to people. If you don't know what codes are, you should. I'm not going to go over what codes are, but in ACX, if you make an audiobook, they give you like 50 codes to distribute. It gives the person your audiobook for free so they can in turn read it and leave a review for it. So utilize those codes, distribute those to the people who are following you, whether it's your email list, whatever, and get those reviews, okay? But on the flip side, you can also use Facebook groups, which is kind of similar, all right? And I'll show you what I mean by Facebook groups right now. So here is one example, okay? In this Facebook group is called Audiobooks for Free, and it has over 12,000 members in it. And you'll find if you look up audiobook review groups or audiobook code distribution on Facebook, there's tons and tons of groups. This is literally just one example, okay? And what this says, listeners, over 1,000 free audiobooks available now. Just browse. This is just the cover image, but how to advertise. Post your audiobook cover image as a JPEG. Add your Audible links to the photo description. 3 press post, okay? So scrolling through here, you can see this is actually a very active group. If I go down here, there's literally a post from a couple days ago, March 11th. I'm filming this on the March 13th. You can see there's tons of people posting their audiobooks. And below it, when you post it, it says, hey, social anxiety, self-doubt, kind of gives a little quick explainer of what the book is. And it says, no fluff, just real life, both US and UK codes available. So like I said, the codes, you can distribute these to people. And what you'll see is people on these posts, they'll comment, hey, can I get a code? Can I get a code? May I have a code, please? And those people, hopefully, will end up reading your book and leaving a review for you, okay? And this is 100% free for you to do, and it's not against Audible's terms at all, so there's nothing to worry about when it comes to doing this. And you can see there's tons of people posting their books in here. It's pretty active, to be honest with you, and people, maybe they post a sample from it. It's a good way to do it as well. Post your cover with a sample from your audiobook, and you can see they post about their codes being available in exchange for a review, okay? So this is definitely one of the best ways to do it. And this is just a general audiobook group, okay? The next thing you can do is get a little bit more specific when it comes to Facebook groups and search up your niche. So for example, if you're in like survival, outdoors, prepping, canning niche, I searched up a survival prepping group on Facebook. And this is obviously a group with 25,000 members. There's a lot of people in it, active members. If I scroll down here, you can see how many posts there are per day. There's 194 posts today alone. So this is a very, very active group. And chances are these people are interested in a book that would be about prepping or canning or survival, outdoors, whatever it may be, okay? So this is another way to do it. I'm not in this group right now, but what you could do before you go ahead and just spam your book in there, make sure you ask the admins if it's okay if you provide your book for free for members in the group. And what I found is usually this works, okay? And the admins will say, sure, if you want to post your book for free, just make sure you're not charging people anything. And then in the post, when you post it, just say in exchange for the book for free, I just asked for your kind feedback on the book. And to be honest, this works with KDP books. This works with audiobooks as well. So if you're looking to get more reviews, utilize those codes that ACX gives to you. Facebook groups are a very, very, very beneficial thing to use when it comes to getting reviews for your audiobook. Method number 2 isn't my favorite method. This is kind of the last, this is kind of your last chance method. If you haven't utilized all your codes yet and you're struggling to utilize them, free audiobook codes will definitely use up the rest of your codes. And one thing that most people don't know is that when you use codes on Audible, it kind of counts as a sale. So it's going to help with your SEO ranking. So even if someone uses your code, downloads your book, and doesn't leave that review that you're looking for, there's still a positive to it because it counts as a sale, which is going to rank your book higher in the Audible search terms, okay? So with this book, this website is basically just a website that you can post your book on and people will download codes. They have a very, very large following of people who like audiobooks. And when you post your codes, chances are, I've done it before, all those codes will get used up right away. But chances are not a lot of them will turn into reviews. That's why I don't like using this right at the beginning. I'll use the Facebook groups and method number 3, which I'll talk about in just a second. But I'll show you what the website looks like quickly here. So you can see audiobookcodes.com, freeaudiobookcodes.com. What's the deal for authors, narrators, and publishers? Basically, all you got to do is pay them $12 per title. Okay, you can pay for one title. You can do $55 for 5 titles, $99 for 10 titles, whatever it may be. You'll basically submit your book with all of your codes. You'll give them the codes, and they'll distribute to their listeners, their list, whatever you want to call it. They have a big database of users who download the codes and download audiobooks and listen to them for free. If you want to use the rest of your codes, you're at a loss, you cannot figure out how to distribute the rest of them, you have these codes just sitting there, this is a great alternative to use up those codes, get your book ranking even higher on Audible, okay? So I'll link this one down in the description below. It's not very hard though, it's freeaudiobooks.com exactly. So if you guys want to use it, the service, that is a decent one. And finally, method number 3, which I have just started experimenting with, so I don't have much to say about it yet. But knowing what Booksprout is, okay, if you don't know what Booksprout is, I'll show you in just a second. But basically, it's a website where you can create what's called an ARC link, and they'll distribute that ARC link to their following. So it's similar to audiobook codes, but in my opinion, Booksprout is going to be way, way higher quality because in the past, I've used Booksprout for things like my KDP books. So for my ebooks, you could do this. You create an ARC link, and then it distributes it. You get the ARC link, you can send it to anyone you want. But they also post it to their database of users and readers who will also download your book and leave reviews for you once they get your book for free. They read it maybe 1 or 2 weeks. They'll leave their review on Amazon.com, okay? They have a new feature, which has just been introduced very recently, that you can do with audiobooks now. So from my experience, the KDP and the ebook experience, it was very good. People left reviews all the time from Booksprout. So I'm going to assume here, I'm not going to guarantee it, but I'm going to assume that the audiobook one will be just as good. So you post your audiobook, people download it, and you'll get those reviews. Okay, the people on Booksprout are pretty consistent with that kind of thing. If they don't leave the reviews, then Booksprout bans them from downloading your book again. So usually they're going to leave reviews. So Booksprout has a new feature. I'll show you on their website here that you have to pay for it. It's not too bad though. Okay, so you can see all this stuff here. You can create ARC links, automatic review copy distribution. But as we scroll down, you can see there's an audiobook review campaign now. Okay, it's a brand new thing on Booksprout, which I'm just starting to experiment with, so I don't have much to say about it yet. But like I said, from my experience in the past using the ebook one, it works quite well. So Booksprout is just a website here. You can go to it. I'll link it down below. But if you pay for the pro author, okay, you get access to being able to distribute audiobooks. And in my opinion, $14 per month, that is very, very worth it. If you get like 10 reviews, 20 reviews from your audiobooks here, utilizing your codes, because that's what they do. They ask you for your codes, you submit your codes, and they give that to the people who want to download your book. It'll be very effective, and you'll get tons and tons of reviews from Booksprout, from the Facebook method, and usually by the time you've utilized all these methods I'm talking about in this video, you've probably used up your codes and you're good to go, and then the rest of your reviews will come organically from more sales on Audible. But those initial codes, getting those redeemed is going to help you rank your book on Audible, get more sales, and do even better, make more money. So again, Booksprout, the $14 per month pro author plan allows you to utilize this audiobook review campaigns method, which is very, very cool. I'm very excited for it, and I think it's just going to be an excellent way to get more reviews for your audiobooks, because lots of people, they struggle with getting reviews for their audiobooks. So this Booksprout thing is a great new thing that's been introduced to us, so I'm super excited to use it. Anyways, guys, that's it for today's video. Before I let you go, I want to let you know if you're brand new to self-publishing and you're looking to get into it, the perfect place to start is by joining my free, 100% free Facebook group down below. Okay, the link is in the description down below, and when you join that group, you'll see pinned to the very top is my free 5-step guide to getting started with self-publishing. So if you're brand new to self-publishing, this is the perfect guide for you. And it's a Facebook group. There's over 6,000 people in there now. So if you post a question, you post a post in there about audiobooks, people, or just books in general, self-publishing in general, people will answer it. I'm active in there. I'm answering questions all the time. So if you want to get in there, meet new people, and post about it, ask questions, and download that free guide, the perfect thing to do is to click that link in the description down below. It's the first link, and join that free Facebook group. Anyways, guys, that's it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you subscribe, drop a like on the video, and hit the notification bell so you know when I post new videos. I try to post new videos every single week about self-publishing, online entrepreneurship, and just lifestyle in general. So if you like that kind of thing, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in next week's video. Peace.